So you're not talking to nobody?
No.
Focus on yourself, man.
Just me right now.
I feel you, bro. Now, does that ever get like lonely or boring sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, it does, but you learn to live with it. So
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've always had that like where like if I've been single my whole life. I ain't gonna lie, I've never been in a relationship. So it's like sometimes you have those spells where you're like, shoot, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I feel like it's a lot of commitment though.
No, it's I mean, I've had girlfriends in the past, and it's definitely a commitment, and it's once you find the right girl, like it doesn't feel like it's a crazy it doesn't feel like it's a hassle. But I mean, and there's times where in the relationship, like it feels like it might be a hassle, dude. But it's when you got to break it off.
For real, I mean, so what do you think is better, like being single or being in a relationship in high school specifically? What do you think is better?
In high school,
because in college it's a little different, but
in college it's definitely different. I don't know. I mean, I definitely am very grateful for like my past girlfriends and stuff, and being able to be in those relationships. But I also really enjoy the free time and being able to, I don't know, just grow as a person and then be able to improve for myself and then whoever I end up committing to long term.
I feel like I mean, so what's your answer? Would you say would you rather be single or taken?
Oh gosh.
In today's
like high school world, I'd say probably being single. Not saying there's not like amazing high school girls out there. Like there's definitely some amazing people, but there's a lot of girls who are trying to find themselves, trying to find their identity. So they're doing their thing. You let them do that, let them do whatever. And then you just sit back, grow yourself, and then they'll come to you at some point. Yeah. So.
I mean, I low key, I find myself having, I wouldn't say commitment issues, but I would say like, man, I just feel like a lot of the girls I'd be talking to sometimes, like it don't be the right fit, man. Yeah. And sometimes you feel like you gotta rush into it and whatnot. And it's like low key, it just gets annoying after a minute because like I'm talking to, maybe 5-6 people. It's like, man, like ain't nobody really, mesh with me. So have you ever had you have those experiences where it's like, you kind of talk to a girl and you're like, man, like, I don't know, but I want to be in a relationship, but it's like, I don't know if this girl's
I mean, there's definitely those times. I don't know. I don't really like talk to many girls. Like I obviously talk to girls. Like I'm not weird. Like, oh, that's a girl. Don't talk to her. Like stuff like that. Yeah. But like I guess I don't talk to a lot of girls like that. Like in that way. But like if there's a girl that I think's pretty, whatever I get along with, then I'll talk to her. Try and make something out of it. But I don't really be talking to a lot of girls at like one time. Yeah. Stuff like that.
What do you think about like we're talking about talking stages? What do you think about exclusive talking stages? Is that a thing for you, or do you feel like if you're not dating the person, this is not a label on it, then it doesn't really matter? Because I feel like for me, I'm like on the fence about it. It just depends on how much I like the girl. Yeah, honestly. But what do you think about that one, man?
When you say like exclusive talking stage, like
I'm talking about like you're the only one. You're the only one talking to each other. Yeah. So the girl's not talking to any guys. And then you're not talking to any other girls.
See,
it's hard.
My mindset actually changed on this like not too long ago.
Talk to me.
So for a while I was like, oh, I'm talking to this girl, but she's talking to like 10 other dudes. I'm like, obviously not 10 dudes, but
I know what you mean. No.
That's crazy. But she's talking to other guys, and I'm like, I thought her and I were like, we had something going or whatever. And it gets to a point like where you're talking to her so much and like you're about to be in a relationship. Like, I think she should like break it off with the other dudes, like however she wants to do that.
I mean,
but like when you're talking to a girl, you want her to be able to talk to other guys and be able to see like how other guys treat her. And if you're treating her,
it's a
like,
good mindset, actually. I ain't never thought about it like that.
Yeah, and then if you're truly treating her like the way she should be treating her, then if she does what's best for her and that's you, that's great. But if it's not you, then just let it be. It wasn't meant to be.
So are you somebody who's like, I guess pro inclusion? So basically she could talk to whoever and it's kind of her choice.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like once again, it gets to a point where like if she's talking to like a bunch of people and you guys are about to start dating, like I don't know, maybe talk to her about that.
Yeah.
But
communication.
Yeah, and that's a huge thing in relationships. Like you got to be able to communicate, or else you guys aren't gonna get anywhere.
Feel
like,
you, bro.
I mean, all relationships are like that. Like whether it be coach, parents, friends, girlfriend, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Bro, I feel like honestly, you and I are kind of different when it comes to like these mindsets and stuff like that to other people compared to other people. And it's like when we have these conversations, like, well, when I talk to most people about this type of stuff, they don't have this type of insight. So I really respect that, bro. You know what I'm saying? You get kind of digging deep into that, man. That's kind of like, that's what's up, bro.
I really appreciate you doing this podcast. And I wanted to say this too. You doing this podcast. I mean, I know so many people that are probably going to like see me on this podcast, see you on this podcast, and they'll be like, what are those two doing?
What are they doing?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
But I have so much respect for you to do this and not care what anyone else thinks.
I appreciate it, brother.
Being able to have a deep conversation, because I love having conversations like this.
Yeah.
And just pouring it all out, because I think it's good. Like I heard this thing once where it's like, if you're not shoot, I forget how it goes, but
he was about to spit some knowledge, y'all.
I was. I just saw this video not too long ago, but it was something about like, if you don't go exploring, like you're never gonna find something worth exploring.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever.
I've heard that. I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that for sure.
But like, you got to have these conversations to be able to grow as a person and to be able to find yourself.
True.
And that's one of the things I want to talk to you about today is like identity, like finding who you are.
Yeah, man.
Because that's something that a lot of people struggle with. I struggle with it.
I did too.
Yeah.
Still do. Sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna struggle, man.
And I think that's a huge problem in today's world. Like, especially in the high school sense, like our age. A lot of people struggle to find their identity, and they go to, I don't know, like they go to parties.
I was just about to say that, bro.
Yeah.
It leads to conformity.
And they just try and fit in with whatever else people are doing, which like, that's cool. If that's what you want to do, then you do that by all means.
No judgment, man. I think it's just
absolutely. Yeah. But I think that's just a big problem. I don't know if you got thoughts on that.
Nah, dude. I mean, yeah. I feel like, that's why. I mean, I've talked about this a lot on this podcast, but I joined speech and debate, and my speech was basically about conformity and finding your own identity and stuff like that in a world that's kind of afraid to be themselves. Yeah, honestly. Absolutely. And it's like, man, when I see these people going to parties and drinking when they're not supposed to be, or doing other things they're not supposed to be doing, it's disappointing, man. It's like, man. You know what I'm saying? But also, I also think it from another lens, like, man, like this person, I don't know what they're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They might be going through an identity crisis in their life. And it's real. We've all been through it, man. So talk to me about that, man. Talk to me about, like, have you had those experiences where you like felt like, oh, I want to go to this party, or I want to take this drink, or I want to smoke this. Like, have you had those type of experiences, man?
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely been many opportunities in my life where
feel tempted to do it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's had that, whether they give into it or not. Like, everyone's had that, I don't know, point in their life where they're like, oh, should I go to this party? Like, I want to be a part of the cool kids, or like the quote unquote cool kids, whatever that means to you. But just like everyone else, I want to do what everyone else is doing. And yeah, I've had those opportunities. And I'm grateful and thankful for not choosing to be a part of that. And once again, I don't want to come across as judging, because like some of these people are my best friends.
Right. And it's a common misconception. Oh, if I don't do it, then I'm judging you because you do it. No.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. And that's a huge thing for me. Like, I don't want to judge other people for their lifestyle. But back to your question about like the identity crisis. Yeah, I feel like there have been times where I almost want to give in and like try and go to these parties, try to drink, whatever that may be. But yeah, that's just not something I've ever truly done.
I feel you, bro.
Never drank, never smoked. Like,
there's no point. There's no point.
Yeah, there is no point. And it definitely can get like lonely, like feeling like you're not a part of that stuff.
Yeah, you don't get invited to something.
Yeah,
you're like, dang.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it can be like a lonely road at times. And I've had those times where I just get like super depressed, like a lot of anxiety, all that stuff. Like I've been through a bunch of mental health stuff, and I don't know, maybe part of that's because I feel lonely or felt lonely. Like I've come a long way from that. Like I'm not still in like a dark place or anything, but yeah, there's times where I get in a dark place, like all I have is me. But I know that's not true, but like my mind tells me that.
You feel like you're all by yourself and stuff like that. I wanted to, take a moment to introduce you because I haven't introduced you yet. So, ladies and gentlemen, for y'all who don't know, this is Cameron Birch.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man? You doing good?
I'm doing good.
Doing good, man. Glad to have you on the podcast. I appreciate you taking the time today to come on. We're gonna have some great conversations, and obviously we already started, so you know we kind of got in pretty deep already. So I appreciate you coming on, though, man. I appreciate what I'm saying. And honestly, just sharing your stories and your experiences, man. I obviously have a lot of respect for you, man. So hearing you speaking, hearing you talk about life and your perspective on certain things, man, I love it, man. So. Yeah, man, but talk to me about again, I think we kind of dove in a little bit to it though, but talk to me about how that pressure kind of applies to obviously you play baseball. Yeah. So obviously your teammates are doing some of the stuff like that. So how does that affect you in a way, kind of like where you have teammates and people that are really close to you that are trying to, do other things that you don't want to really do?
Yeah. I mean, I think we all have friends that are in that stuff, like partying, drinking, smoking, whatever. But when it comes to me, some of my closest friends do that. And I don't want them to go down the wrong path in life. So I'll tell them when I think, I'll be like, hey, stop doing this.
Do they respect your opinion?
I mean, I think so. I want to hope so. But a lot of times they'll be like, bro, shut up. Come on. It's high school.
You want to be different so bad.
Yeah. Just have fun. Yeah.
What's the new word? Aura Max?
Yeah,
something like that.
Exactly. But yeah,
I'm saying, bro,
they'll just shut me down, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. I'll be here if you need me. I'm not gonna put my opinion on you too much because I want you to live your life. You explore life the way you want to. But yeah, I'll always be there for them. That's not something I want to get involved with. But yeah, I think everyone needs to go down a different route in life.
Yeah.
And I truly believe,
yeah.
I truly believe it's all a part of a higher plan, a higher power.
I want to dive into that too, because I know that that's a whole nother thing. Right there.
Yeah, absolutely. But everyone's got a different path in their life, and
man,
some of these kids in high school that are going to these parties trying to find their identity, they might become more successful, whatever that means. Than us. Who knows? So just because people are doing this stuff in high school doesn't mean they're going to turn out on the streets or something.
And a lot of people have that perspective where it's just because they do the parties and just because they're having fun now, then they're not going to be successful in life.
Yeah.
I don't really think that that's true at all.
Yeah, it's not
just
fair.
seems like you don't either.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is though, man? That people, now we kind of talked about the identity part of it, but why do you think, man, that people feel the need to go out, have fun, whatever their version of fun is, partying, drinking, smoking, sleeping around, being promiscuous, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is, man? In this high school age right now.
I think they're trying to find something in life that fills the void in their heart and tries to they seek something in this world that I don't know. That they believe fills that void in their heart that they have.
Preach, gang.
But I don't know. I believe that smoking, drinking, whatever it may be, that doesn't fill the void in their heart. And to me, the thing that fills my void the most is Jesus Christ. I've been trying to get a lot closer with God, and
I've been seeing the reposts on TikTok. I've been seeing the posts on TikTok, bro. You're doing your thing, bro.
I've been trying, and it's definitely hard, but
of course,
the closer and closer I get with God, or the closer that I feel I get with God, the more at peace I feel in my life. And I don't believe that smoking and drinking and all that stuff, I don't think you can achieve a permanent void filler or something that fills your heart permanently. Like all that stuff goes away. Like the feeling of being drunk, the feeling of being with a girl.
It's temporary, man. Just like pain.
Straight up. Yeah.
Just like pain.
Just like pain.
It's temporary.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
And once again, the only thing I believe is eternal is God. And I mean, like, why not try and find him? If all this stuff goes away, all this stuff is temporary.
Yeah.
Try and find something that is eternal.
Yeah.
And to me, that's Jesus Christ. So.
One thing that I think another common misconception, people often say drinking is wrong. Yeah. Smoking is wrong. In my personal opinion, people in the Bible drank.
Yeah, they did.
That's not what's wrong.
Yeah.
The what's wrong about it is, number one, with smoking and harming your body. So is smoking technically wrong? You could say yes. But with drinking, temple. Yeah. And you're harming your temple. But with drinking, people in the Bible drink, like I just said. Yeah. The problem isn't you taking a drink of wine or you taking a drink of alcohol. No.
Yeah.
The problem is putting that over God.
Glorifying it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then being drunk.
Exactly.
That's what's wrong.
Yeah.
And what it says, what does it say in the Bible? It says what's it called? The Ten Commandments said, is it the, I don't know if it's the Ten Commandments. Oh yeah, there is a Ten Commandments. There should be no other gods before me. Yeah. And that's kind of like what I was thinking about. I was like, man, like, because I was actually having a conversation with, I think it was my mom. I don't know who it was, but my mom. I was like, man, like a lot of these people, they out here drinking now. Obviously, if you're under 21, it's illegal, so that is wrong. But no. On another serious note, though, like, no, if you're of the legal age and doing it, that's cool. But as long as you're not putting that over, God and idolizing it and being drunk and stuff like that and praising it more than you read their Bible, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
That's the part that's wrong.
Exactly. And I wish I knew the Bible enough to be able to like spit some bars.
Man, me too.
About the Bible.
I can't.
Yeah,
I really can't.
I can't either. But from the like little bit I know, like getting drunk every weekend, like that's idolizing alcohol. That's idolizing things of this world over God. And that's just not something that's...
And bro, anything can be an idol.
Exactly.
This computer could be an idol.
Exactly.
Why? Because the internet.
Exactly.
This could be an idol.
Exactly.
Doing this more than I read my Bible and praying, right?
Yeah.
Even drinking water can be an idol. So
it's
man,
true.
everything can be an idol, man. It's just everything. All you gotta do is just put God above everything else.
Exactly.
That's it.
Exactly.
Now, obviously, don't get drunk. I don't feel like getting drunk is the right thing, but my personal opinion. But I think honestly, if you put God above everything else, and you can sometimes go out and have fun. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I can do episodes. I can, you know what I'm saying. As long as I have God as the center of everything.
Yeah, and like you said, the God at the center. Like one idea I've tried to get away from is, instead of it being like a checklist, like God first, then all this other stuff.
Yeah, because a lot of people do that.
Yeah.
Like, I did it.
Exactly. And I'm trying to get away from it. Like you need the God at the center. So everything, like the solar system, like the sun's at the center, everything revolves around it. You need God at the center, and you need everything else in your life to revolve around it. Yeah. Yeah. And you can't treat them like a checklist. Like, oh, I spent time with God today. I can do whatever I want. Yeah. Like that's
a lot of people operate that way.
Exactly.
Now, okay, do you think now as we're going into religion a little bit, do you think that being a Christian means you have to go to church and you have to, you know what I'm saying? You have to go to church and wear a suit and tie, not suit and tie, but you know what I mean? You have to go to church every Sunday, and have, in communion and give to the church. Like, what do you think about that?
Oh gosh.
I'm going to give my take after you.
Yeah. But. No, I've actually been thinking a lot about this, and this past Sunday was the first time I've been to church in like years, like in forever. But my personal beliefs, and I know there's other beliefs like outside of this. My personal belief is that you do not need to go to church. You do not need to do anything in the Bible that it says to do. But I believe that you do need to give your life to Jesus Christ and believe
that's the only way.
I truly believe that you need to believe wholeheartedly that Jesus Christ is our Lord and Savior, and He died for our sins. And I believe that's the only way to get to heaven.
Yeah. Not so. Do you think you have to do you have to go to church and whatnot to be a true Christian or whatever people call it?
I don't believe that. I believe it can absolutely help.
Yeah.
Like doing things that the Bible tells you to do, that will 1000% grow your relationship with Jesus Christ. And
that could be anything.
Yeah, exactly.
That could be anything.
Like you don't need to read your Bible. You don't need to pray. You don't need to go to church. But I feel like if you truly love Jesus, you will do things in your life to grow your relationship with him. And that is going to church. That is reading your Bible. That is praying. That's giving to the people who are in need, like all that stuff. I'm not saying you have to do that to get into heaven. I don't believe that.
No. Yeah, I know what you. Yeah,
but I believe all that stuff helps you grow closer with him.
Yeah, for me personally,
I
made a point about this on episode 2.
Yeah,
I made a point about this. It was episode 1 actually. I don't believe you don't have to go. You don't have to go to church to be a Christian or whatever. I honestly think, and what's interesting about the term Christian. Christian was actually used as a derogatory term back in the old days. I don't even call myself a Christian. I call myself a Christ follower because
what I do.
Christianity in itself is very religious. And if you know what I mean by religious, I mean it's very stick to the book, right?
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of the ideology in Christianity actually doesn't come from the Bible. Did y'all hear me right there? I said a lot of the ideology that's in Christianity does not come from the Bible. Yeah. There's this whole notion of like, again, it kind of ties back to being drunk, right? They took drinking and thinking that's wrong, and they ran with it.
Yeah.
But people in the Bible drink.
Yeah.
But if you drink, you're going to hell. You're condemned. You're finished.
Yeah.
And so that's why I don't call myself a Christian, because, and honestly, that's my whole family too.
Yeah.
We don't call ourselves Christians. We're far removed from that. We don't go to church.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I fall short and don't read my Bible every day. Sometimes I don't pray every day. But also, again, with Christianity, everybody thinks that with praying, everybody has to go into a closet or go into a room and just kneel and Jesus. No.
Yeah.
Prayer is talking to God.
Yeah. Just talking.
I could be praying right now
as
I'm recording this episode.
Yeah.
I could be recording right now and be praying. I could be on that couch right there praying.
Absolutely.
I could be in my bed, about to go to sleep, praying.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But there's this common misconception, which is why I don't like Christianity. Like that's why I don't go to church. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think like that.
Yeah.
And it's honestly, it's annoying. And it's sad too.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we try to, my sister, she's in 8th grade. She's 14. You know, we're trying to keep her away from that. She wants to go to church, but we trying to keep that, you know, we're trying to keep her away from that. Yeah. But if she can do whatever the hell she wants to do.
Yeah.
But I just feel like where we're at, and I don't want her to be, you know, kind of like influenced by, you know, what the church says, and they kind of have to question their own values because of, you know, they said this. Well, they're not always right.
Yeah. No, that's absolutely true. And once again, like I don't believe if you go to church, like that's a bad thing. Like I think it could absolutely.
Church is man. It's all about community, man.
Yeah, exactly. It could be a great tool.
And that's why people think church is great.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
The biggest challenges with growing your relationship with Jesus. What are those?
The biggest challenge. That's a good question. The biggest challenge. Honestly, for me, I feel like the biggest challenge is I say is because it's not in the past tense. I think the biggest challenge for me is being who God called me to be.
Yeah.
That's the hardest challenge for me.
Yeah.
But there's multiple ways I can go with this, because, you know, part of it is, you know, my choice not to play basketball. The whole world told me to play basketball. And following somebody's footsteps, my dad's footsteps that I didn't really want to do. It's not really me. Yeah. So that's one thing. That's one aspect of it. And the other aspect is, you know, the conformity aspect, where I want to go out and, you know, drink and party and all that and smoke or whatever. Not that I've done those things, but I'm saying that's the pressure to do that.
Yeah. There's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure, man. Yeah. Especially because everybody does it nowadays, you know, and it's considered normal.
Yeah.
And it's an average thing. Another thing is like, man, that's a really loaded question.
Yeah. No,
it's a really loaded question.
It definitely is.
Another challenge. I I think that the main thing is just being who God called me to be, man.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes I want to veer away from that. Because it also ties into relationships.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel like, man, the whole world's out to get you, man. Because it's like, oh, I can't get a girlfriend, but this dude can. I'm sitting in my bed. I be like, sometimes like we scroll on Instagram as guys. We're scrolling on Instagram, and like I see a dude who low key I would think is like, okay, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's like,
I got you.
I look at my phone. I'm like, man, they're dating. They're together. It's somebody maybe I talked to, or maybe I didn't talk to, but I think is cool or cute, whatever. I'm like, man, they're dating right now.
Yeah,
they're dating.
Yeah.
What is he? Because I don't got.
Yeah.
And maybe the answer is just it's not your time yet.
And I was gonna say I think that is the answer. Like, you have to understand everything you can bring to a relationship, everything you bring to a girl, and whatever girl sees that and finds that, I mean, it's like that's gonna be a super lucky girl. So don't try looking for. Shoot, I'm getting a phone call.
Oh, you good? You're good.
Don't go looking for that. Like, you can't go looking for a relationship. Like,
and we've all been victims of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've looked for relationships many times.
No shame in that.
Yeah, no shame. But yeah, you just gotta know that. I mean, whatever girl finds you or you find, it's gonna be a lucky girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you, bro. I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Yeah.
Your biggest challenge? See what I mean? It's hard, bro. I'm telling you. No, loaded.
It's definitely a difficult question.
You gotta dig deep.
I mean, a huge thing is trying not to fit in with the world, and I mean it surrounds you, and there's not a bunch of people who I found, like, I'm sure there's plenty of people out there, but I haven't found like a group of people. And I'm not kidding. You're like the most like-minded person I've met. So I'm extremely grateful to be on this podcast. People,
I'm grateful to have you, man.
Have met you, and
especially at this age.
Yeah, and share our thoughts. Extremely grateful because I'm surrounded by people talking about like hooking up with girls or smoking, drinking, all that stuff. Like, it's hard to just be like, no, I'm not doing that.
Because if you say no, you're gonna be judged. And you're gonna be judged heavy too.
Yeah, you are gonna be judged heavy. And that's just something you gotta accept. And it's not easy to just be like, oh, okay, it's
not.
It's cool.
It really isn't.
Yeah, it's not easy.
I don't care how mentally strong you are.
Yeah, exactly. It can definitely be difficult, but I would say that's the biggest challenge. Just continuing to pursue the path that I believe is right.
Yeah.
And not following the crowd, I guess.
Yeah. How did you get to this mindset, that you have? Like, I'm not kidding, bro. Like you just said, I'm probably the most like-minded person I know. Like, very, very, like, you could definitely, you're one of the very few people that I know that could like legitimately fit in a professional setting and do really well.
I appreciate that.
I'm serious. So like, how did you get to this mindset, man, where like you feel like you're comfortable being yourself?
Yeah.
You're respectful and you have a high character, and also high IQ, you know what I'm saying? And discernment. How did you get to that mindset, man? What is that story?
Oh gosh. That's a really good question.
Share whatever you need to share, man.
Yeah. I feel like ever since, first of all, I like my parents have been a huge part in me
shout
being
out
able.
Parents.
Yeah, shout out parents. Shout out all the parents. They've been a huge part in like the person I've become. And I get along with my parents extremely well. Like, I can have these types of conversations with them. But I would say it started with them. But like at a young age, like, I don't know, we all tried to like be the cool kids. Like, we tried to impress people, whether that's elementary school, middle school.
For me, it's middle school, really.
No,
high school even. Like,
middle school was a huge part.
Middle school was bad, man.
Of terrible for me finding myself and what I want to do and how I want to be in this world. And it kind of sounds silly because like it's middle school, bro. Like It's
you don't see me laughing. It's cool, man.
Yeah,
talk to me.
It's such a young age.
Yeah, man.
But I remember like trying to hang out with the kids that were cool, and I'm still friends with these kids. Like I don't hang out with them a bunch, but like I get along with all these kids.
Yeah.
But I hung out with them 7th grade, 8th grade. Like those were my boys. Like I hung out with them all the time. And I tried to be like the one who, I don't know, always made them laugh, was always doing the cool thing, the funny thing.
Man. The leader of the group, right? That stereotype.
Yeah. But I don't know. In high school, like freshman year, sophomore year, I struggled a lot to find my people, my group. Like,
which grade was this again?
Freshman year, sophomore year.
Yeah.
And I don't get into this stuff like a lot, but I really like enjoy talking about it. And a lot of people like don't see this side of me, like this serious side of me.
Well, you're gonna see a lot of people are going to.
I know, because it's important to be vulnerable. It really is important. But freshman year, sophomore year, especially in the winter, like I was trying to find myself, like a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, especially in the winter months where I was still trying to fit in with people, but I was like, no, like I shouldn't be doing this. I should be doing something else. I should be trying to grow as a person. And I just wasn't happy with who I was. Like I was trying to live two lives, like a person who is trying to grow as a person.
Yeah, bro.
Get close with God, build myself mentally, physically, spiritually, all that. But then I was also like, hey, let's go to this party. And it wasn't like all the time. Like I don't want to sound like I was like crazy.
Nah,
like
you're good,
a crazy partier or anything. But I wanted to like be at those parties and be in those groups. But I started to learn that just wasn't me.
Yeah.
I started to learn that I just wanted to be more than that, and not saying those people are less than me.
Nah, yeah.
But I just wanted to do something
better
different
for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I was trying to be truthful with myself, and going down this road of trying to live two lives. It felt extremely lonely, like extremely lonely.
No doubt, bro.
Yeah, and I still get those thoughts of like feeling really lonely and not finding my group of people or my person, whatever. But in those times, I can say I'm extremely grateful for who I am, who I've become, so I can like overcome those thoughts of being lonely, being excluded, whatever it may be, and I can just be proud of who I am.
Yeah. I often say, man, that I feel like when it comes to being a leader and becoming a leader, it's often experience that molds you to be a leader. Yeah. Right? Exactly. Like there was this one source that I used in my speech where it said leaders become leaders through experiences that help them learn to lead. That's why we believe leaders are made and not born. Yeah. I feel like, bro, like honestly, I had a really hard time. I believe it or not, I'm looking back right now. Yeah. And I'm like, man, because as we were talking, I'm thinking about my junior year last year. I was like, man, it was a great year, but like internally, there was a lot of like, it was a war. It was a civil war, man. Yeah. It's like because I'm kind of who I am now, but at the same time, like I had another side to me where I was like, I'm trying to do what they're doing. Yeah. I want to go to that party. I know. I want to take that drink. Now, well, honestly, okay, to be fair, I did not want to ever drink. Yeah. Last year. But like, I know what you mean. Yeah. But like, but you know what I mean. Like I wanted to fit in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And go out and stay out past curfew and come in late and stuff like that. And not that I did, but I'm saying that was there. That pressure last year was, man, it was, it was hard.
And I think people would be lying if everyone said, or if anyone said they didn't want to try and fit in.
Oh yeah, you'd be lying.
Yeah. I mean, everyone has had that thought.
Yeah, especially in this climate because of social media. Everybody's scrolling. Everybody's seeing what's fun. Everybody's seeing what's hot.
And seeing where people are.
And I don't get it.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing it. man, I'm less than them.
Yeah.
That's the mindset.
I know. And that's a really good point. Social media. I deleted Snapchat like a couple months ago.
You still have it going?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to do that, bro. I want to do that so bad.
Because that was a big part that made me have those feelings of being lonely. Like
you eliminated it.
Yeah, because I saw all these people like they're in these group chats. Like they got this friend group. Like, so where's my people? Like I just felt super lonely because of Snapchat and partially because of other social media. Like what's wrong with me? Like why am I not?
That's the question.
Yeah.
That's the question that everybody asks themselves when they're feeling left out.
But there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you.
Preach, bro.
Yeah, and this whole conversation, like, there is so much I don't know, so much that
we don't know.
Exactly. That we're still going to discover. And maybe we're going to look back on this podcast and be like, what in the world were we talking about? But
maybe, bro.
But based off of like our life so far, everything I'm trying to say, like I'm trying to look out for other people and let people know that, because there's probably people feeling the way we felt when we were younger, when we were freshmen, middle school, whatever.
Yeah. And there's also probably people out there that feel the way we do right now, but don't have the voice to speak up about it.
Straight up.
That's why there's this podcast right here, and that's why I have this episode going on right now.
Exactly. Yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah, man. So
that's good stuff.
So again, let's talk about social media, man, because I feel like for me personally, I was trying to. There's actually a point in time. I think it was probably like honestly 9 months ago, maybe, where I wanted to delete Snapchat. And I actually did. I took a break for about maybe couple weeks.
Yeah.
It's hard, bro.
It's very hard.
And the reason why it's hard is because everybody uses it.
I know.
People use that more than they do text.
Exactly.
And then it's like, dang, like you gonna mess around. Somebody gonna text. Like, okay, so like for example, like somebody texted me, right? But I still was left undelivered on Snap. Or switch it.
Someone
switch
texted
it. Somebody texted me on Snap, but I was left undelivered on text.
Yeah.
And that showed, I was like, man, people really use Snap more than they do text.
I know.
That's why I had to get it back, because I was like, dog, it's hard out here, man. But I feel you, though. I really want to remove it.
Yeah.
I think it's a distraction.
It 1000% is.
Everybody's worried about Snap score streaks.
I know. My screen time has gone down so much ever since I've deleted Snap. And I haven't even been trying. Like, it just has gone down.
Yeah.
And it's good to stay off your phone as much as possible.
Like, go ahead.
I'm gonna check my screen time right now.
Check it, go check it, man. My screen time's gone up because this TikTok that I posted on the Red Zone TikTok,
I saw it,
bro. It kind of blew up, bro. So I've been checking. I've been checking to see, because there's always notifications coming in. So my screen time on TikTok has probably reached about maybe 9 hours a day.
Yeah,
it's been a lot. So I'm ashamed of that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. So What's your screen time? Check it.
This week it's 4 hours and 50 minutes. Which is,
dog? It's Friday. It's Thursday. 4 hours and 50 minutes this week.
Average. No, daily average.
Yeah, 4 hours. Dang, that's still good though.
Yeah, and it used to be like 7-8 hours a day. Like my daily average was 7.
That's not even bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
No, but that's when I had Snapchat. But like ever since I deleted it, I was on Snapchat for like 2 hours a day, and I didn't even realize it.
2 hours?
Yeah, I didn't even realize it. And it was just like.
Hey, that's how they get you.
Me going on it, seeing if people snap me, texting me, whatever it was. Then there's like that lonely piece. Like, why is no one texting me? Why is no one snapping me? Why am I undelivered? Like all that stuff.
Yeah, bro. Snapchat's unhealthy, especially if you're like in a relationship. Or I hate when like I'm talking to a girl and I'm in a talking stage and I'm on Snap. I get sometimes at that point where, and I don't want to say this on the podcast, but I feel like I have to because we're having a conversation.
Yeah.
But like, sometimes I get to the point where like, you know, I'm trying to see where she's at, or I'm not where she's at. Well, yes, see where she's at. You know what I'm saying? Or like I'll be checking to see if she snapped other people. You know what I'm saying? The snap score increased or not like that. Everybody done that, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, bro.
Yeah. You're not the only one.
Yeah,
I've done that.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Everyone does it.
So it's like that. But that's where it's unhealthy.
And
though,
that is extremely unhealthy.
Very unhealthy.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to get rid of it, bro.
And you know it. Like, you know it's unhealthy.
And the crazy part is, here's where that gets you though, because you know it, You know that that's what's happening. You know that you're being affected by it, but you're still on the app.
Yeah.
Why? Because everybody uses it.
Exactly.
Everybody uses it. So man, it's annoying because I try to do it so many times. I'm gonna take a fast. I'm gonna take a break. You know, even Instagram, honestly, but I feel like Instagram is not as unhealthy as Snap.
Yeah.
But
I've had times in my life where I've deleted it for, I don't know, a month, then get it back. I've done that many times, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like, it's good to just give your mind its ability to reset mentally or whatever. But every single time I've done that, I just get into the same cycle. I get it back. I'm like not using it a lot.
Yeah, man.
And then next thing you know, I'm checking her. Like checking when she was last active. Like,
yeah, man.
Like, that's
the
exact reason I deleted it.
Oh my, yeah, man. I'm telling you.
So I hope I don't get it back, but realistically, I'm probably going to
get it. You probably will.
Yeah, at some point, I probably will.
How long? I'm gonna use the word sober for this one. How long have you been sober from this?
Probably 3 months.
That's good, bro.
Yeah,
better than me.
I mean, it's like
way better than me.
I don't know, it definitely feels like I'm. I don't know, like some. What am I looking for? Weight lifted off me or something.
Yeah.
Like it's just one less thing in my life that I have to worry about.
That you have to worry about.
Yeah,
I was about to just say that. Worry about. Yeah, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. So do you use TikTok? Obviously, you're obviously on TikTok a lot. Are you on TikTok more than you are Instagram, or how's your screen time look like? What are your top 3 apps that you use? Really, it's probably all social media, honestly. But yeah.
I know TikTok's one.
Yeah.
Probably. YouTube.
Okay, that's valid. YouTube is YouTube.
Today, YouTube has been an hour. Instagram was 52 minutes. TikTok was 13 minutes. But
not bad.
I mean, yesterday it was TikTok, YouTube, Instagram. Like it's always social media. But
that's fine. That's just how it is, bro.
Yeah.
So wait, since you don't have Snap and since you're not really on your phone that much, because it's what, 4 hours a day. So what does a day in life look like for you, man? What do you be doing every day if you don't be on your phone? Yeah, what you be looking like day in life?
Well, all right. This is actually something I want to talk about. When I first wake up, I have seen so many things about how bad it is for you to get up, start scrolling. Like start looking at
me
all
right
that
here
stuff.
because I do that as soon as I wake up.
I know it, and I've been trying so hard to get away from it, but I think I did it this morning. Like it's just what we do because we're so used to doing it. But when you get up in the morning, like this is not what I do, but like you should get up, just be in your own thoughts for like 10 minutes.
Or just pray.
Exactly.
Talk to God.
Exactly.
Thank you for waking me up this morning.
Yeah.
That type of stuff.
Like you don't need to be looking at whatever it may be. Like,
yeah, man. Like
that stuff can wait. But back to your question. I'll get up, I don't know, go to school. I'm there from like 7:20 to 1:45.
Damn. So, you are a senior. You're a Division III recruit for baseball. What are you doing at school from 7:20 to 1:45, bro?
Looking back on it, I'm questioning why I'm there for so long.
Y'all, I know this isn't live, but chat, am I wrong? Like, bro.
No. There are very few seniors I know that are there that long. And even I'm questioning, like, why am I there? Why am I taking that many classes? Like, there's no point for me to be there that long. Yeah. But once I get home, eat, probably watch TikTok for a little bit.
As most of us do.
Yeah. Then from there, it's pretty much straight to baseball. Then after that, go to lifting, probably do some more baseball. But like my nights are so busy with stuff, especially in the off season. Like my nights are so busy. I don't really have a lot of time to just sit down and scroll. In those days where I do sit down and scroll, like I need to be doing something. I'll just get up, go do something baseball related, or just do something physical.
True.
Because I just don't feel healthy doing it. Like just sitting there, trying to scroll. But
I'm the complete opposite.
What, you like sitting and scrolling?
Listen, no, not sitting and scrolling. But I say I don't, bro. You know what's crazy? I have not, and I'm ashamed to say this, but I have not worked out in a long time.
Yeah.
I have not picked up a weight. I have not ran in maybe 2 years.
But you're doing a lot of others. Like, it's not like you're just
no. I mean, I do other stuff. I do be doing other stuff.
Yeah.
But I try to make myself more busy. I try to fill my day, like fill my nights, like with episodes. You know what I'm saying? And
definitely.
I'm also going to, you know, in the summer. Well, once I get back from Australia, do this, you know, an internship here and there, and then start. I want to start my own, you know, independent jet broker where I sell private jets. Actually.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm not gonna own them, obviously, but like, I want to be a buyer's broker.
That's insane.
Bro.
But like, not in like a you can't do it well. Like that's
no.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I want to be doing that, you know, at 18 years old, man. So
yeah.
You know, I want, but my point in saying all that, man, is I want to fill my day up, man.
Yeah.
Be more busy.
It's
get
good.
a routine. I got a routine going right now.
Yeah.
But you know, it's all about sticking to it every day. Consistency, man. Because if you're not consistent with it, man, if you're not consistent with it, man, you're gonna just blow over it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, what am I doing, bro? Whatever.
Yeah.
I'll skip here and there. You know what I'm saying?
I'll do it this day, but tomorrow I'll get myself.
Yeah, man. So it's always good for me, honestly, just to have a routine, especially for me, you know, because I have ADHD and I'm, you know, trying to do other things and stuff like that. But, you know, it also helps me be more focused. But, man, you there from 7:20 to 1:45, bro. Yeah. I get up around 9:15. Get out of bed at 9:30.
Yeah.
I'm in the shower by 9:30, and then by 9:40 I'm out. 9:50, lotion, skincare, whatever I got to do. I've been starting my skincare routine.
That's good.
And then from 9:50 to 10 o'clock, I'm getting dressed. 10 o'clock, downstairs, eating breakfast. It's not, now some days it's a lot looser.
Yeah.
By 9:40, I'm out the bed and in the shower or stuff like that. Yeah. As long as I'm out the house by 9 or 10:25, I'm good.
Yeah.
So I kind of try to have a set routine, man. I think that's all it takes, honestly, to have a great morning or even just a great day.
Yeah, it is.
You know, and also when that great day and that great routine also kind of sets it for a great week, and then a great week sets it for great months.
Yeah.
And the cycle continues.
That's a good point.
Yeah, man. So do you have like a routine, you think, or are you kind of just winging it, honestly? No shame, honestly. I don't care.
I mean, I guess I do have a routine. Like, it's like a loose routine. Like, I always get up, shower, whatever, go downstairs, eat, then fill up the gallon jug for school.
Right.
Got to get that water in, then pack my lunch.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm so dehydrated, I don't even I'll be cramping up. I'm telling you, bro. There's some days I don't drink no water, and I'm telling y'all, man, I need to fix some things up. But you know, it's okay. Like, I'm drinking water right now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to you know, be healthy and be more healthy. You know, in my diet, I'm gonna start working on getting to the gym.
That's good.
My goal is to be by the end of the year about 205.
Yeah. You
know, in weight. You know.
What are you right now?
Right now, man, I'm 180. I'm a wide receiver, bro.
Yeah.
180, 6'6", 180. That's like a low key. I think that 190, 200 is about the ideal weight for somebody my height. So I want to get up a little bit, get in the gym and start building muscle and stuff like that, build more. Yeah,
and I'm a big believer in working out helps every aspect of your life, especially your mental, and obviously physical. Like, it helps over time, but mentally, like some days that's my escape. Like, being able to go lift, like that's, and I know it's that way for like a lot of people.
Yeah. I like listening to this because I'm like, man, I'm like trying to like figure out what to expect. Kinda, so you kind of already do that. So tell me,
and it's good, especially like after a rough day or whatever it may be. Like, you can take as much anger out as you want in the weight room. Like it literally doesn't matter. And pushing yourself to absolute failure in the weight room, I think that's something everybody should do. Everybody. Like, I don't care if you're extremely overweight, if you're
true, bro,
like extremely underweight, and obviously be smart about it. Like you don't want to go in there and put 225 on the bar and you've never benched in your life. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
But it gets to a point where, like, at some point in your life, you need to see what failure looks like. And for me, that's been in the weight room. Like, I've failed a bunch in the weight room. And, like, it's stuff that maybe I shouldn't be failing. Like a max, like I shouldn't be failing. Or just, like, doing a set where I try and fail. Because, like, I just try and make myself get to that point. Because I think for some things in life, you need to achieve failure to grow. Like, I think that's a huge thing that you need failure to growth. Not in everything, but there's definitely some aspects in life where failure is key. Although that kind of sounds extremely contradictory of like what failure is, but like failure is just an opportunity to grow.
Failure is learning. Learning is growth.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you know, if you never fail, you will always lose.
Yeah.
You will never ever win if you never fail.
Yeah.
Something I've had to learn. It's hard. I do not like losing.
Yeah.
Hate it.
Exactly.
Because honestly, for me, it's like losing is failure to win.
Yeah.
In the competitive mindset, you play sports, you understand this.
Yeah.
Losing is the failure to win. And I hate failing to win.
Yeah.
So therefore I hate losing. Yeah. And I feel like, bro, as I'm getting older, man, and as I'm growing, I feel like, again, like you said, losing is...
Oh, I'm cramping.
He's crazy. That's what I'm saying. He's an athlete, man. He's an athlete.
Bro, it just randomly hits you sometimes.
Bro, you know what? It's gotten so bad for me to the point where I don't even cramp anymore unless I don't drink water. But you good though?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
You good, bro? Shoot, not forget what we was talking about. We was talking about failure, man. Yeah, bro. Yeah, nah. Honestly, bro, like in my career, you good?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
In I would say my short career of basketball, man, the amount of times I failed, you know, in a certain aspect, bro, like. Yeah, bro, it takes a toll on you.
It does,
because it's like, man, you want to win so bad, you know, and you feel like if you lose, that person or the team is better than you.
Yeah,
but that's not always how it is, man. You've seen it like March Madness is today, man. Can you honestly tell me that McNeese State is better than Clemson?
Yeah, like I don't even know basketball, and no. I mean, it's McNeese than Clemson. Like.
Can we honestly? Okay, I don't know if y'all watch March Madness, but can we honestly say that McNeese State is better than Clemson? It's the same thing that applies to life, bro, and just in general, like, bro, like sometimes you're just not gonna be your day.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. There's gonna be a lot of
can't always be your day.
And yeah, bro, and there's gonna be a lot of alpha males and fitness influencers and content creators that say otherwise and say that it better always be your day. It better always be your day. It's not how life works, man. Yeah. And I guarantee that the principles that they're talking about on the internet, they don't even live by themselves.
Yeah. No, that's another big thing with social media. You see 60 seconds of this person's life that they edit. Like you see 60 seconds of a edited version of someone's life. Like you cannot try and be someone you see on social media.
Nope.
Like it's not realistic.
No.
Not at all.
No. And it gives you, so again, social media, especially Instagram, even TikTok, is a YouTube too, is a false reality.
Yeah.
I've been a victim sometimes, a lot of people have, most people have, of, you know, seeing and believing.
Yeah.
Where, oh my gosh, that dude has a Mercedes at 18.
Yeah.
The thumbnail, it says, I made $170K this month at 17.
Exactly.
I look at that now and I'm like, man, stop bullshitting, bro.
Yeah.
Be so for real. Like, at least be honest with your viewers, man. But that's not gonna get you no views now, is it?
Yeah.
A lot of people, I'm not gonna be as nice here. A lot of people that you see that are influencers and making money and showing bread are actually a lot more lame in person than y'all think.
Yeah.
It's just the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. Now, some people might think I'm lame. Whatever. Cool. That sounds great. Whatever. But what I'm saying though is like a lot of these people. I'm not the guy that's portraying a life that I don't live.
Yeah. You're just trying to be real.
Trying to be real.
Yeah.
That's why I'm on here, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not trying to expose or come after nobody by saying that, you know, that a lot of people, these guys are lame in person or whatever. Nah, I just feel like that's the case though, man.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why they're doing what they're doing.
Absolutely.
If I honestly
need some form of gratification.
Like fam, if I thought I personally was lame, I would be trying to portray myself to be the best, whatever, and whatever.
Exactly. Yeah, very true.
But because I don't feel that way, and because I'm authentic, and because I'm, you know, being myself and okay with being myself, there's no pressure or no need to do that. And a lot of the times the pressure comes from yourself. It ain't even other people.
Yeah, and that's one thing I respect a lot. Like you doing this podcast, like that just shows you're extremely content with who you are.
I appreciate it, brother.
You're not trying to seek validation from anyone.
No.
Like, yes, you hear what people say about you or whatever.
I mean, as a podcaster, you kind of have to.
Yeah, yeah, you do. But like, you don't let that affect you. Like, you continue to make these episodes no matter what people say, which is amazing.
I appreciate it, dude. Yeah. But that's honestly, like what you just said, that's how you know you're ready to do this. Like, okay.
Exactly.
Like, I'm going to talk about podcasting for a little bit, minute. Like, I feel like a lot of these people that are trying to do podcasts and stuff like that don't really need to be doing podcasts.
Yeah.
If you go viral on TikTok for a video, like, for example, what's her name? You know, the one trend where it's the raise your ya thing? Yeah. So apparently she started a podcast.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Same with the Hawk Tua girl.
Hawk Tua girl, right? Yeah. So these are all trends for the older folks that are listening. These are all, not many of y'all listening, but I'm just saying for the older folks listening, there's a trend going around where, you know, it's the Hawk Tua thing. It kind of died down now, but she started a podcast. Can y'all, can we be honest for a second? Do you really think that she should be starting a podcast because she went viral? Because of Hawk Tua? I'm just asking. It's not. Listen, man. I'm just saying. Like, a lot of people should not be having podcast equipment, man, because they don't got nothing to say.
Yeah. And
then the people who do got something to say that's actually real are drowned out by the people who got to say nonsense.
Exactly. That's very true. They get drowned out. Yeah.
Now, I just happen to be blessed with, I guess a good video that ended up doing pretty well on TikTok, so I'm kind of out there a little bit. But like, if I didn't have that, then where would I be? I mean, you're gonna tell me right now that Hawk Tour is more real than this? Come on, man. No disrespect. Yeah, no disrespect to Hawk Tour girl. What's her name? I don't even know her name.
Oh my gosh.
But she able to get, Jake Paul, celebrities, all that, talking about some nonsense. I'm like watching it. I'm not watching it as a fan. I'm just watching it to like study what people are talking about nowadays to see what's trending. And I'm like, man, people really talk about this. It's the same with the Fresh and Fit podcast. I be listening to some of those clips. It's the red pill. It's the red pill thing. Yeah. You know what red pill and blue pill is?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
they be talking about some crazy stuff on there too. Now, honestly, some of the stuff I agree with, but also a lot of stuff I don't, because it's a lot of disrespectful stuff in my personal opinion. But
like the alpha.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not necessary. Nah.
Yeah.
But they feel as though there's an identity crisis going around where they feel like they have to do that.
Yeah.
So that's, it's a problem with society, honestly. And then when that problem of society comes, they come up with, honestly, rogue solutions.
Yeah. And one thing, we were talking about consistency earlier, and you talked about that one video you had that blew up.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time till another video blows up.
And that's then another video. Posting, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's consistency is key. That's the exact thing. That's the formula for success.
Yeah.
Consistency.
I agree.
And you're going to keep posting.
You have to, man.
Your next 10 videos might get like 500 views.
They might.
Like you have no...
They might.
Then maybe you get a video with 1 million views. And then it just keeps going and
you
going.
know what? As I realized, as I started, as I this video is doing well, like, bro, all these videos that, maybe have had 500 views or, 600 views. This is for people who also want to start a podcast or start internet, doing internet stuff. Man, when you see that first video that does really well, all those old videos, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So for the people that want to start something out there, man, just keep posting.
Exactly.
Keep posting.
Exactly.
Like DDG said, man, post every day. If I don't see you, then I'm moving on to the next person.
Yeah.
As a person that does this and also a viewer.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't see you every day, then I'm going to keep moving. I'm going to move on to somebody else. Yeah. Viewers and the audience is a cheater. Yeah. It will move on if you don't post every day and you're not consistent. You know what I'm saying? And it's honestly the same with baseball and the same with basketball. Like, if these scouts and these people that are controlling the draft and offering scholarships, they don't see you putting in the work every day. They don't see you, they don't see you, doing pretty well on the court, whether that's dropping 20 or getting 10 boards.
Yeah.
They not offering you a scholarship.
Exactly.
Consistency. So something I've learned, man, doing this, man. Like, I just feel like for the people that, are trying to do this, and even for you, man, just encouragement, keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Eventually it will work.
Yeah.
Then, eventually.
Do you plan on going to college?
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
I kind of told my plan. I'm going to do an internship and then do it.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. Not going to college is kind of scary though, bro.
I bet.
Because like you're getting thrown into the fire like quick.
Yeah. Very quick. But there's some extremely successful people that don't go to college.
Yeah. And college isn't meant for everybody.
Yeah, I was just about to say, college isn't meant for everybody.
I hate school, man.
Yeah.
I have C's and B's, bro.
Yeah.
I probably graduated with a 2.9, maybe 3.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying I'm not saying it's great, but I'm also not saying like it's whatever, bro.
And grades don't define you.
No.
Like not even
GPA,
close.
ACT, SAT, none of this stuff defines you, man.
No.
A lot of people out here tripping about grades. I didn't get it. I got an A minus. Oh no. Shorty, I got it. I got a C plus.
And I'm chilling.
Like I'm in this class, economics. I got to take it as a senior. It's kind of crazy, but in this class, economics, and bro, I didn't study at all. Yeah. No study guide. I didn't do the study guide.
Yeah.
I got an F on the study guide because I didn't do it.
Yeah.
Bro, I got 84 on the test.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, obviously it's not gonna work every time when you're not doing that. So listen, some of y'all may need to study, man, but bro, like I just don't care. You know what I'm saying? Does that mean I want to fail? No.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to. But like, again, grades don't define you, bro.
Yeah, and you got to find in your life what's important to you. And for some people, maybe that is school. But like for someone like you, that it's not, and that's all good. Like cool, it doesn't need to be school. Yeah. Yeah.
But what's your major going to be when you go to college? He's a D3 recruit, y'all, for baseball.
Yeah. One
of the best baseball players in the city. Now, I might be biased, but I don't think I am.
I appreciate that. I honestly have no idea what I'm studying.
You just there.
Yeah. I was going to college for baseball no matter, like I didn't care if it was, like obviously I wanted to go D1, but as I got further in my career, I realized I'm probably not going D1. It's cool. But yeah, I have no idea. I just wanted to play baseball, then probably go from there. I'm probably going to study something in business just because that like, there's so many fields outside of college where a business degree, like something in business, they're like, okay, yeah, we'll take you. Like, I just feel like it's extremely broad. So.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. One on the other thing I want to talk to you about, bro. We kind of talked about this already, but I want to circle back.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like I got your full opinion on this, man. Let's talk about the dating market nowadays.
Yeah.
As a high school kid, you're very different from a lot of people. So your perspective is very valuable because you're very different from a lot of other people. I want to talk to you about that, man, because I feel like, bro, you got some crazy stuff to say about that. Like, that's probably facts. So, like, talk to me about, like, what you think about your perspective on today's, I guess, dating today.
Yeah.
And what relationships look like and talking stages and all this stuff like that. You can give the high school version and college version. You can just make some whatever. Just speak your piece, brother.
Like someone my age, there are obviously a lot of girls out there, a lot of girls, and there's some good, some that aren't as good, still trying to find themselves, find out who they are. But I feel like there's a lot of girls in high school. I know I've already said some of this, but
yeah, we're just circling back.
Yeah. There's a lot of girls in high school that are trying to have their version of fun. And
that's dangerous.
It's very dangerous. And that's talking to a bunch of guys, going drinking, like going to parties, hooking up with guys there, and not having their mindset like on what it should be. And once again, not judging them. Like they do what they want. That's cool. Like no disrespect, not judging them at all, but there's a lot of girls that are trying to find themselves. And that's the way they're doing it. That's the way they're coping with it, whether they realize it or not. And a lot of these girls are great people, but the way they're trying to live their lives, like I just want to stay away from that. And I hate to say it, but that's majority of high school girls, or at least from my point of view.
Bro, there's no shame. Just you good, bro. You don't even got to sugarcoat it. You good, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
because I'm about to say something.
From my life experience, that's a handful of girls. And it sucks. It really does suck.
It does.
But if you go out looking for a girl like to just hook up with, yeah, I'm sure you could do that. But if you're truly trying to find a girl that you can build a good relationship with, it's going to take time and it's not going to happen easy. And that's what we were saying earlier.
Just about to say that, bro. It's harder.
You just got to let it happen. Like you can't see these other people like, what does this guy have that I don't have? Like, respectfully, you probably have a lot more than that guy has. The girl just doesn't realize that. That guy's probably just more fun than you, whatever.
And let's just put it bluntly, they probably are more attracted to looks anyway than they are personality.
Yeah.
Which is why they're with the guy in the first place.
I mean, yeah.
Let's just put it bluntly, man.
Yeah.
It's a hot mic now, bro. I got sued, man. It's a hot mic now.
It's true.
The majority of the time,
Yeah.
it's that.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the first thing people look at. Then
Yeah.
next thing you know, 3 months into the relationship, they're like, why am I here? Like, this is
Yep.
awful. Like,
Yep.
this dude does not treat me right.
Nope.
Maybe I should have got with the one that wasn't as cute, whatever, as the guy I'm with now, but he definitely would have treated me better. And that's the thing. Like, they're just trying to figure life out. Like don't judge them. None of that. Like, they're just trying to figure it out, just like we are. And maybe we figured it out or figured it more out than they did before them, and they're just catching up, but a little later. Like, we're all just trying to figure it out, and we do it in different ways.
Yeah.
So,
You know, I'm gonna just say this, man. He's a very nice guy. He has a lot of respectful things and a lot of great things to say about the dating market and relationships nowadays. Now, I'm gonna be a lot more reserved. I'm not gonna be I'm not gonna be too crazy, but the dating market's trash. It's horrible. It's horrible. And I'm only going to speak from my age because I'm not in college yet. I'm not 21 or 20, so I don't really know that whole.
Haven't seen that.
That's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
But from my perspective, bro, the dating market is terrible. It's really sad for me because we have different mindsets.
yeah.
For me, bro, it's almost like with these girls, it's a pick and choose.
Yeah.
Okay, this girl right here. Okay, she you know what I'm saying? She not out there too much, you know what I'm saying? She don't be messing with a lot of guys in that way, you know what I'm saying? But she drinks and smokes. Or this girl right here, oh dang, she got about 5 bodies, but she doesn't drink or smoke.
That's
Fam,
very
you gotta
true.
pick or choose. And it sucks because it's like, man, where are the girls that are just now they're out there? Where are the girls, man? Where like, it's just a clean slate. You know what I'm saying? They don't be going through a lot of crazy stuff. So my next question, I want to lead into this. My next question for you, bro. This is a little bit of a hot mic, so just prepare for yourself. Prepare yourself. Do you have a body count limit when you're in a relationship? When you're considering this? To be in a relationship with a girl, do you have a body count limit? Because that's honestly, for me, probably one of the most important things. If she's out there too much, I'm going to say no. She could be the greatest girl in the world. This is my personal opinion.
Yeah.
She could be the greatest girl in the world. But if she got a lot going on, just me personally. So I want to see, what's your limit, brother?
I mean, I've never been in, like, all these girls in my school, like, I know them. So, like, if I know the life they live, like, I'll just stay away from like that. Like, it's cool. But I've never really been in a situation where I'm like, oh shoot, this girl's got like crazy bodies. But if I were to be in that situation, like, I never want to judge someone. Like based off,
I feel you.
Based off their past.
It's something I juggle with a lot.
Like, and it's difficult. Like if you know who this girl is, and like in high school she got with a bunch of dudes, a couple years later maybe this girl has changed, maybe she's matured. Like those bodies don't matter anymore. Like it gets to a point. It gets to a point, and you obviously don't agree with that. But
I don't know.
But like, my thought is, people can change. Like I've changed so much throughout my middle school and high school years.
100%.
Like, what's to say this girl hasn't made extreme changes?
Right.
Like, who knows? So it all just depends.
Yeah, bro.
It all just depends.
When I look at that, I'm like, man, okay, maybe I am judgmental in that aspect of like, shoot, they've been out there or stuff like that. Because here's the thing for me.
Yeah.
I go off of, and maybe this is not the right way to do it, but I feel like I go off the way I think about certain things. So like, I don't go out and do all that type of stuff. I don't go out and drink.
Yeah.
I don't go out and smoke. So me personally, I expect my partner who I'm with to kind of be in alignment with that.
Yeah, and that's fair.
I don't really see myself as somebody who goes out and parties and drinks all that type of stuff and is promiscuous and whatnot.
No,
I don't.
Absolutely. Like in this day and age or whatever.
Nah, bro. You don't even know what they're carrying.
Yeah, like I don't want to be with a girl that's like going out partying, drinking, all that.
Yeah, man.
Like just you do you, I do me. Then it's cool. Maybe some point later in life we both mature, then we're with each other.
So what's your
who knows?
Yeah, what's your standards? You kind of gave the immediate correct answer for the body count question. I like that. He's media trained, y'all. But anyway, what's your standards, man? Like, what you look for? What do you look for in a girl? Now, okay, well, standards. Okay, what do you look for qualities wise in a girl if you're considering dating her?
That's a loaded question.
It's a loaded podcast, man.
Yeah, I know.
Loaded episode.
I don't really have standards like that. Like, okay, an ideal girl. I
wish I had a soundboard. I would have said, wah, wah, wah.
You should get a soundboard.
Dude, I might.
You should.
I might. There's some sound effects on here, too.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
I was wondering what those red buttons were.
Yeah, man. Okay. Whatever. We got to figure that out. I don't know. My bad, y'all.
You're still figuring it out.
No, I'm still figuring that out.
I'm
trying to figure out which button. So, yeah. All right. Now that I know how it works, we're good.
Yeah.
My bad, y'all.
So my standards for a girl, I don't know if it's really standards or like things that pushes me away from a girl. Like it's probably easier to talk about like what pushes me away from a girl rather than like what I want from a girl.
So what pushes you away?
What pushes me away is a girl who's, and you can tell like after getting to know them, like a girl who's all about having fun, like high school fun, whatever that means to them. Like someone who doesn't communicate well, who doesn't treat you the way that you treat them. Loyalty. I mean, loyalty is a big one.
So that's a problem nowadays. Anyway,
I know.
Loyalty?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy.
The likelihood of you getting cheated on in Miami now is probably skyrocketed to 90%.
Sadly. Yeah.
It's crazy. I'm going to Miami, so I'm going to see a lot.
Yeah. You are. I also, like, I guess this doesn't push me away from a girl, but I really could, like, admire a girl who's confident in who she is and doesn't try and fit in with the crowd. Well, like, that's, like, you just don't find that. Not even from girls, but from boys, too.
You don't find that at all at this age.
You don't. And, like, you're obviously blessed to be separated from that. And to not want to be a part of all that and just go on your path, go on your road.
Yeah.
And it's hard. We've already talked about it.
It's hard, bro.
It's hard.
We know. Yeah, we talked about
but
that.
Yeah, it's amazing. It is.
Yeah, bro. For me, quality. Okay, so I'll do the same thing. I'll say what pushes me away.
Yeah.
What pushes me away is number one. The I would say being promiscuous. I think that's probably one of my biggest turnoffs, honestly. Well, my biggest one is obviously somebody who doesn't really. I would say you don't gotta be. I'm talking about religion.
Yeah.
I honestly sometimes feel like, bro, girls who are not Christians are better to deal with than girls who are Christians. No knock on the Christian girls out there. Y'all are amazing. But I feel like, bro, there's something about it. They have a lot of those Christian girls out there. It's like a church dynamic that they have to them. I don't mess with that. I don't mess with it. So I feel like sometimes it's easier to deal with girls who are not of that world. Yeah. So I would say, but I'd say somebody who is totally opposed to it and not open-minded about it and just closed-minded, that pushes me away.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Another thing that pushes me away, man, is, like you said, girls who are not comfortable being themselves and they don't really know who they are.
Yeah.
I think that's very, very important because I feel like in this day and age, man, you being secure with who you are is the most important thing you have
100%.
Other than God.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
your security in yourself
is
the most important thing.
Yeah.
last thing that probably is the main thing that not main thing, but the last thing that pushes me away. This is again a hot take for some people. Girls who do not have a prominent father figure in their lives. Mm-hmm. Trust me, bro. I don't know if you've ever dealt with that.
No, never.
Don't recommend
it. I've never come across that.
And the reason why is because those girls tend to be more out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
In that field.
Yeah.
And then they also kind of view men differently.
Yeah.
You got to feel like you're going to be the hero for her.
Yeah. And you can't be.
You cannot be.
No.
You cannot be. Absolutely. And I learned that, I would say, the hard way.
Yeah.
And so that's and I wouldn't say a new, but it's a relatively new thing that I kind of added to that. Like, you live and you learn, dog.
Yeah.
So that would be it for me. But yeah, man. I'm gonna wrap this up, but I appreciate you.
I appreciate
coming on to the show today, man.
Absolutely.
We've had some great conversations, and honestly, there's a lot more that we could have dove into, bro.
There's a lot.
There's a lot, man. A lot. You have to come back. I have to get Caden on here, man.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, bro. So I appreciate you coming on, man. You're taking the time.
Thank you.
Just I appreciate guys like you, man. There's not a lot, so I'm gonna just say appreciate you for the mindset that you have. Choosing to be different, bro. Like, I respect the hell out of that, man. You know what I'm saying? It kind of just helps me. It's like, man, like when I feel like there's not people out there like that, that think like that or think like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I got you. I got Caden, right? Like people shout out Caden Sampson. Yeah, man. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, make sure to rate it 5 stars. But if you didn't like it, y'all know my tagline by now. Rate it 4. Make sure y'all go to the YouTube, the Instagram, and also now the TikTok. Everything is
blowing up.
Kinda doing a little something, slight. Make sure to visit. I'll put it down there. The Red Zone Pod, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify. We're gonna be on Apple Podcasts. We're gonna be on all the podcast platforms. So make sure y'all tune in, man. Thank you guys for listening. Make sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe. Y'all know what it is.
Yes,
and yeah, guys, I will see y'all on the next episode. Peace.